Alright folks, today I'm going to be making poutine. Poutine's that wonderful French-Canadian dish which is a staple in Canada and amongst curlers the world over. So, a lot of different things to do here, so let's get started. First, we need to make the right French fry. So I have some russet potatoes here. And I'm just going to take the ends off them. I give them a rinse. I look any big eyes and stuff like that. The reason why I'm taking the ends off is because I'll go through my French fry chopper a little bit easier that way. Now, I don't think it's a big secret anymore that you have to properly make French fries, they need to be fried twice. The double frying at two different temperatures, first at a lower temperature. I got this nifty little deal off of Amazon here. But it's plastic, so they say that it works a little bit easier if you take the ends off the potato first. So you just put the potato in there and clunk it out, and you have perfectly uniform potatoes. Pretty nifty. I'm going to put these right into some water, and they're going to soak for a half hour. We're going to try to get some of the starch out of them. Alright. So we're going to let those soak. Now we're going to get started on our gravy. Alright, now I'm going to be serving a mushroom gravy over my poutine. And I do that because I'm vegetarian. Except for bacon. Bacon doesn't count because there's no meat in bacon, it's pure fat. So I just had some white button mushrooms. Just going to give them a rinse real quick. These are mushrooms local to our area. Outside Philadelphia, the Kent Square area, the mushroom capital of the world. These are kind of big, so I'm going to slice them in half first, and then slice the mushrooms. The largest consumer of mushrooms in the United States is the Campbell Soup Company, which is located just across the river in Philadelphia, in Camden, New Jersey, which led to the rise of the mushroom industry in the area. That and the good amount of cold storage that's available is able to help that industry really thrive. And it thrives to this day. So every time you have a string bean casserole or mushrooms on your pizza, there's a really good chance that they came from the Kennett Square area. Alright, that was 4 big mushrooms. I made a big pile. Shift on over to the stove. Got my 2-quart saucepan here with about 2 tablespoons of butter, which I've been melting. And we're just going to cook these mushrooms down. Get all the water out of them. Season with some salt. Some black pepper. And we're just going to let these go for a while. So let them simmer, then we'll get ready to make the rest of our gravy. Alright, so our mushrooms have cooked down a good bit. Gonna season them a little bit further with some sweet smoked paprika. Gonna give it a nice little bit of a smoked flavor. Also going to deepen the color. And I cook with that for another minute or so. Once all the moisture is out, now that the mushrooms will start to caramelize. So you want to watch them now, because you don't want to burn them. That's brown is good, black is no good here. All right. These are right where I want them right now. A little bit of color, but not too much. Now this gravy's going to have to get thick, so I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of flour. Make a little roux here. Just cooking out the flour taste here. Takes about a minute. Then we're going to add our liquid. I have some stock here. I have mushroom stock and roasted garlic stock. Staying with the vegetarian theme here. Gonna add a little bit to start. Get it good and incorporated. That also picks up a little bit of that caramelization that we had. There we go. Now I'm gonna add the rest. Alright. I'm gonna let that come back up to temperature and simmer. Make sure this is all nicely incorporated. Okay, gonna bring the heat up, but now we need to do some work on our potatoes. Got our potatoes soaking in some water here for about a half hour. And we're gonna take them out, put them on a pan with paper towels, and we're gonna get them good and dry, because if you were paying attention at all in chemistry class, you know that oil and water don't mix, and they really don't mix well in the fryer. So we want to make sure we do this without killing ourselves. So get them on the pan, get them good and separated, and then get some of that water off. Alright. Meanwhile, I got my fryer starting to heat up here. I'm looking for a temperature of about 275 for the first cooking. This is the blanching. This is where we're cooking to cook the potato. If you ever try to make fries all in one go, you put them in there, they look brown, but they end up being all limp and everything, and nobody likes a limp French fry. The double frying method was perfected, I believe, initially by the Belgians, is what everybody tells me, when they made the pommes frites. Around our way, that chain Five Guys Burgers and Fries does double frying, and they have a pretty good French fry, which they make fresh every day. It looks like our oil is up to temperature. So I'm going to use the basket on this little fryer here. The gravy's simmering too, by the way, so I'm just going to turn. Check the temperature on the oil before you use one of these fryers. The thermometers on them and the heat controls are pretty notoriously inaccurate. Okay. See if we can do this without killing ourselves here. There we go. They're in there, and it's going to take about 5 or 6, 7 minutes for the fries to cook. They're not going to get brown. We're just cooking the potato. So we're going to let that go, and we'll come back in a little bit. So there's a peek in there as they're doing their first fry. About 275, 300 degree in the oil. Once we get these done, we're going to put them out and let them cool completely before we do the final fry. Alright, so it's been about 5 or 6 minutes. We're going to check one of these. Grab one out with my spider here. What you're looking for, and you just kind of break it open, and it should be nice and fluffy on the inside. And it looks like the potato is fully cooked. And it is. So we're going to take them out. Now it's, you know, it's a cooked potato. It would be fine if it was going to be mashed or something like that, but it's not good for a French fry yet. So now we're going to take these bad boys out. Right onto some paper towels again on our sheet pan. Gonna get our last couple out just with our spider here. These are great kitchen tools. You can use them for not just deep frying, but pretty much anything. I've got 3 different ones. Alright. Okay, so we're going to get these spread out on our sheet pan. Now I can feel that the potatoes are cooked, but they're in no way crisp. And we're going to let these cool completely before we give them our second fry. In the second fry, we're going to have our oil temperature up to about 350. Alright, checking back in our gravy. It's come together nice. I've seasoned it with a couple drops of liquid smoke and just a touch of molasses. That's going to give it just a little bit of sweetness in the back end, and also deepens up the color. We'll let that continue to cook, and our fries are still cooling down, so we'll finish up the poutine in just a minute. Alright, we're ready to finish our poutine. Got our fries ready to go. They've been par cooked. Got our oil up to 350, and in they go. All right. We've got to a nice golden brown now. Gonna pull them out. Get our few stragglers. Turn off our fryer. Add our seasoning. Just go and give that a toss. You do this right when they come out, and the seasoning stays right on them. Grab our plate. Our beautiful fries. Gonna take some cheese curds, put them right on there. We're going to make sure we have the paramedics on speed dial. The good news is there's protein in this. That about does it for the good news. I'm breaking up the bigger ones here. Now I'm going to grab my mushroom gravy. And everybody was telling me that, oh, you can't make poutine with mushroom gravy. I'd have to argue with you that this looks pretty good. Goodness out. Alright. And here is our poutine. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. And enjoy.